All right, YouTube, well, it's been a couple of minutes. I've been on vacation and just kind of trying to figure out what's going on with this YouTube thing. So today I think I'm just gonna try to get reorganized and bring you along for the ride. Let's get into it. All right, so here's the deal. We're going to get into some what solds, but let me tell you that a couple of weeks ago, I had somebody break a window in my garage, go in and pilfer through my cars and not find much, but then they came through the side door into the storeroom and they stole a couple $100 worth of video games. And what they took more than the stuff was kind of my motivation. I really had to deal with that before I was ready to get back to it. So I've been having a hard time getting things listed, just getting back to status quo, to being normal. And also it made me think, as the hiatus, for lack of a better term, made me think maybe I should change some things up. So I'm gonna try some different formatting stuff and keep messing around till I find something that works. For the record, I am not assuming that this is remotely a successful venture yet. I get like 10 or 12 views on every video. I've got 50 subscribers, and that just isn't enough to make it worth continuing to do. So I'm going to continue to evolve until I find something that hits. That said, you should comment, like, subscribe, share the video, and check us out on Facebook. I Mod and Pop Thrift on Facebook, Mod and Pop Thrift on Instagram, and obviously we got the eBay store and it's called the same thing. I got these the other day that are business cards. I didn't even have to pay anything for them because the dude traded me the coat clock that used to be up there. You guys probably, oh, that was bad. You guys might have gotten used to seeing that diner looking coat clock. Well, it's gone. And this one is in its place because my business card guy traded me for that clock a handful of business cards, or a box of business cards. I had less in it. He got a really good deal because it was like a $100 clock and he got it for $60 worth of business cards, but I only had $30 in it. So we both did all right. And so, yeah, that's just a little bit about what's going on. Let's get into some what solds. We got these three these are hardback comic books, so they don't, you know that they don't have advertisements if they're hardback comics, and so they would qualify for media mail. They sold for $15, so $5 a piece, plus shipping, which was $3.50 because it was factored as media. So, I mean, there's not much to say about those. This hat, I think this hat is way cool. It's way too small for me. It's made in the US. It's got the double snapback thing on the back of it, and it's obviously just a vintage AutoZone hat that I just threw on the floor. Movie magic. It sold for $12.50, free shipping. I know I have $1 into it, so I'm in good shape. That I'll make $7, $8. I haven't actually done the math, but that's a cool piece, and it sold. Something else before we go too much farther is I've done flea markets this summer a couple of times, and so that's been weird. That takes a little more time and doesn't really make me a lot of money, but it's in my neighborhood, and one of my friends is the people who puts on the flea market, so it's kind of, some of it's community stuff. Like I get to I've gotten to know several of my neighbors going down there to see what's going on in the neighborhood, and people get to know me, and I'm handing out business cards and stuff. So maybe that's worth more than just the money that I'm making. But that's been a weird thing going on this summer that I really haven't gotten into very much, because I did them when I first started and I didn't make very much money, and there's a lot of work involved in doing a flea market. So anyway, I just thought of that, and I thought I should tell you that, because I was afraid when that AutoZone hat sold, I was afraid that it was something that had moved at the flea market and I forgot to take it down off eBay. But I was wrong. So yeah, these sold. These mouse books, you can see there's some Nazi imagery on there. I haven't really looked too much into these. I suspect that the mice are Jews captured by evil cat Nazis. I think cats are Nazis. I'll agree with that. So both of those books sold. I think this one is a combination of part 1 and 2, and this one's 2 all by itself. So it was not necessarily what everybody was looking for, but I did end up selling it. The one is missing the dust cover, and that makes a huge difference. I think these sold for $10 free shipping. And we have been down this road a handful of times. This is the Tennessee Titans shirt, one of the many shirts that I picked up for $1.50 at our local warehouse store, and it's new with tag, and it's sold for $11 free shipping. All right, and we had a couple more sales today. These two BattleTech books sold to the same guy. They were different listings. One was sold for $11.99. The other one sold for $16.49. I think those were best offers that I sent out to watchers. So those will go together and cost almost nothing to ship, $3.33. All right, and then I picked up a whole bunch of video games for $10. One of them was Mario Party 8 for the Wii, and my boys wanted that one, and that's a $40 game. And then I sold The Simpsons. I sold for $20. And then this one just sold for $9 plus shipping. So I'm way into the profits on this thing, and they paid shipping. So that's a pretty good deal on a super generic game like this. So this next item that sold for $124.99. I paid $15 for it, and it doesn't work. I made a little video for the people who follow me on Facebook, and I'll put that up here in just a second. But it's this DVD recorder, and it included the original remote, which is worth more than the $15 that I paid for it. I already had these CDR that I included with it, but here's the deal. It does VHS just fine. It plays DVDs just fine, but I couldn't get it to recognize these CDRs to record. So rather than continuing to test it and hope that I could get it to work and then not knowing on the other end whether the guy that got it would be able to make it work, I sold that bundle as a lot with the VCR, the remote, and the CDs I couldn't get to work. And then hopefully they have the right CDs and they can get it to work, or they know how to work on it, or they just want it as a VCR combo. But it has a HDMI output, and so that ups the value significantly. So anyway, if you see these things, the VCR DVD combos that record DVDs, they're hard to find and they're high value. This would comp at close to $300, including shipping, if it worked 100%. You guys know me. I buy and sell lots of stuff. This is a VCR DVD recorder combo. The recorder part is weird, but what is really weird is that this is a VCR with the remote, HDMI out. This is a VCR with 1080p HDMI out. How weird is that? Target clearance, $4.50. Goodwill price, $4.99. pass. This will be comical, I'm sure. 10 bucks. All right, well that sucked. Wasn't really anything. You might have seen me carrying a guitar strap, but it was for me personally, and it wasn't worth waiting in the line for. So because I didn't actually need it, I just thought it was kind of cool. Let's move on. All right, well, I'm waiting in the drive-thru to get some Popeyes. I thought I would show you the things that I picked up. I just found this little thrift store hole in the wall. Pretty cool. All their t-shirts were 50 cents a piece. I told the girl, dude, hold on to single stitch shirts and I will pay you more than 50 cents a piece for them. Some of them. I found this. I don't even know what I paid for it. I paid $3.50 for everything, so I didn't pay much for it. I don't know if this is worth much. I'll run some comps here. We'll put up comps. Is that... It's not... It'll sit on my flea market table for $1, and I'll be in the black. Guns N' Roses t-shirt. Not super valuable, not rare, not old, but cool. All right, I'm driving, but I'm only going 10 feet forward in the drive-thru. So settle down. I'm done driving. This shirt, I was super excited about. I don't know how old it is. Paul Reed Smith. I guess it says 2015 on it. Really fancy high-end guitars. Paul Reed Smiths make fantastic guitars. Santana is the most famous guy who plays Paul Reed Smith. This shirt was just so high quality. I should probably be familiar with this brand because the t-shirt is just, it just feels like a super high quality t-shirt. Marmot? I don't know what Marmot is, but it's in good shape. It's super high quality cotton. So I figure 50 cents, I can't get hurt too bad. This one is Kennedy Space Center. It's a double stitch Carnival Cruise Line thing. I don't know. And then just a North Face red t-shirt. That's all I got.